Could you guys explain to him physically? Hello?
This is another video where I was inspired by someone else.
The chopper delivers baby rolls. Five-time what? That's a different timeline, because I never heard of that. Guilty Gear wife. Oh my god. You're naked. Cover it.
A popular
A comic book?
Fall savings
finally realized why
arrived
when Buckside. I'm gonna stop sending.
Creek Subaru. Take the rest of the year off and make no payments till 2025, or enjoy financing as low as 0.9%. Drive a new Outback
What is
for
my
just
room full of
$325 a month.
Oh yeah,
Shop
today the bathroom cleaning day, but I
CoconutCreekSubaru.com.
don't. You're trying to tell my mom I'm sneezing.
Man, what's up, everybody?
Paying for a murder? Oh shit. Every character in Dragon Ball is racist. No, they're not. Wizard type beat, you feel me?
So this is another video where I was inspired by someone else's
Ooh, look at the map.
post. You can see their name here, and they're talking about how there's not enough stages in Sparking Zero, and I honestly agree. I think we need more of these stages. First of all, Kami's Lookout missing is that should actually be like a felony. I had that or nothing to play because like how much water there is, but like it's at Kami's Lookout. Now honestly, the Comment House stage was a little annoying when you play it because like how much water there is, but like it's iconic though. It's iconic though. And if you look at how much water there, honestly, the Comment House stage was a little annoying when you play it because like how much water there is, but like it's iconic though. It's iconic though. And if you look in the tournament, the tournaments you could play, they have a Otherworld stage. Not in the game. You know what else is not in the game? The tournaments of destroyers.
Dude, should I do full? Should I do full locks? No, it's not cool. Full. Should I do the one I did, the mid top, the mid top fit I did before I chopped, the one I had before, or high top? I'm trying to think.
The Beers versus Childhood tournament, they don't got that stage.
When I had full locks, they look really
and
nice. Really
they don't include it, but they have a whole mode for it dedicated to it. And I think is it in the story mode? I don't even think they included any of that in the story mode, that's wild to me. Another stage that is kind of crazy to me is, and bro, the full tournament of power stage that's not destroyed. You know, I thought that would be like the default. I thought that would be the default, but It's not a map you could choose. Apparently, it's in the story mode in one of the episode battles, so it's there, but you can't use it. Maybe I don't know. And yo, bro, Kamen's house. You even in the beginning of the game in the story, it's there. Like this, the what you call it, bro? The assets are there. It's there, but you just can't play it. It is what it is, I guess. DLC would be crazy. You gotta pay for the stages. You gotta pay for Kami's lookout.
No, man.
Yeah, so look, if we look at
Pay for
all the stages, every
DLC,
stage
I figured.
that they did, map.
Everyone who hates ads will be using this Chrome extension by
Bro, I'm waiting on
I feel like
Android
it's not a
20.
Google cheat code. It's a Chrome extension called.
You want to make me miss out, but I'll be there for Android
super
21 when they release it on the Rush. I'll be there. I'll definitely be there
And
to see the bubblegum thingamajiggers, bubblegum flavored thingamajiggers. Android 21. Does
like
it taste
that.
like
So you got
bubblegum?
the wasteland, which is, I mean, that's in the game. It's just called open area, open field, or something like that. The rocky.
Chew off a piece. Blow a bubble. You take it with bubblegum. You just regenerate. Thanks. Oh. I think they no longer believe him.
Hello. One of my favorite flowers is the lotus. Not just for its beauty, but for the deeper significance it holds. It represents much more than you might initially think. The phrase lotus in the mud is often used to describe the idea that one
I need more erasers. I have no erasers. I need more 0.3 lead.
because I no longer in certain ideas that keep me stuck in unhealthy patterns. Over time, I've realized that growth requires shedding old perspectives that no longer serve me. I no longer believe in talking poorly
No, I'm not making an excuse. The 0.3 lead is
about your
important.
previous partner. They were once someone you loved, and while it's important to forgive, it doesn't mean you need to forget. If you wouldn't have said it to them then, why say it about them now? Forgiveness allows you to move forward, but holding onto bitterness only keeps you stuck in the past. I no longer believe in having no solutions to problems.
They're 0.2. 0.2, I think 0.2. It's that's for like the pens. They don't have 0.2 lead because it would break. It's not sturdy enough, so they have to They made 0.2 and 0.1 for pens, but they have 0.1. It's possible. English.
.3 鉛筆芯
0.3 lead.
The area gotta have stages, I think, but that stage is missing as well. That stage, I'm gonna be so honest with you, I'm just gonna give my opinion. I didn't really care too much about that stage, but it reminded me of Mario Kart though, and I like whatever, bro. Anyway, they got the island stage. Look, definitely that is crazy because you can see the Broly influence on the game, but that's not a leak. Point is like iconic. This is I'm about to say.
Doctors told me my baby wouldn't make it, but because of an abortion ban.
There's space in that game. I guess maybe the hyperbolic time chamber. Not really. Let's close this. Maybe destroy. I don't know. I don't know what the closest to outer space stage would be in that game. But I think Goku just fought Beerus on the island stage and that was it. Which is crazy. But yeah, so they had the outer space stage, they got the world tournament, gotta have the world tournament. Gotta have the world tournament. Also iconic, probably even more iconic than Namek. Probably even more iconic than Namek. And then they got the random option, which this also bothers me too. Like the song again.
Oh,
You
the
just have
Jethead.
to, if
Oh, you got
wanna
the
random it, you gotta close your eyes and
awesome.
just hold the button.
Check this out. It didn't take long to find. Gunther, they're great, right? They're great. You start over again. Starting over. You started over like 15 million times, bro.
And I know a lot of people probably wondering, why haven't you cut your hair yet, even though you said that you wake up, pick up my camera and start filming, then like figure out whatever that video is going to be about that day. And it's just really cool, man. So that's what inspired me to literally patched. Like, so realistically, yeah, some of these videos like patch the other ones. But just so that I don't have this video like going over an entire month, I'm going to like end it here with that. Leave some comments on what videos you guys want to see, because I haven't been planning. I've just been like picking up the camera and recording. But
and when it grows up,
We've got passion.
Attach my dread. Yo, I don't think y'all understand how long I've been on YouTube. That's how long I've been on YouTube.
Fine.
I got this, man. I've been on since going to the zoo, bro. Since going to the zoo. Alien music. Alien music.
Much more than you might initially think. The phrase lotus in the mud is often used to describe the idea that one must go through the mud to achieve beauty. The reason why I bring this up is because I no longer believe in certain ideas that keep me stuck in unhealthy patterns. Over time, I've realized that growth requires shedding old perspectives that no longer serve me. I no longer believe in talking poorly about your previous partner. They were once someone you loved, and while it's important to forgive, it doesn't mean you need to forget. If you wouldn't have said it to them then, why say it about them now? Forgiveness allows you to move forward, but holding onto bitterness only keeps you stuck in the past. I no longer believe in having no solutions to problems. Some solutions may take more effort, but in the end, you'll find a way. This is what the sky's the limit really means. I no longer believe in attachment. I no longer believe in attachment because I've learned that it often leads to unnecessary suffering. Attachment stems from a fear of loss, and it is a desire for control. But life is inherently impermanent. People and circumstances are constantly changing, and holding on too tightly only creates pain when things inevitably shift.
You already know.
Instead, I've come to understand that true peace and happiness come from within, not from clinging to external things or people. While it's important to love and appreciate those around you, it's equally important to recognize that everything in life is temporary. We come into this world alone and we leave alone. I no longer believe in the idea of the right
I don't
person
have my
at wrong
camera to
time.
take a picture.
Some people will love you deeply while others will hurt you. It's the right time because even in pain, you learn something from the experience. You learn to not go back. You learn to move
A week
on.
ago is,
Like falling.
I will say
You're
19.
picking up a stone along the way. I no longer believe in
19.
finding your missing piece in a partner.
On the 19th, everybody.
You need to be whole and love yourself before letting anyone else
Let me
in.
write it down.
Invest in yourself so that you attract the same. Using someone as a rebound only causes more pain for everyone involved. And to end this video, I just wanted to say, unlearning is difficult, but it's essential for growth. It allows you to make room for healthier perspectives that align with who you are becoming. And it takes a heck lot of hard work, but I promise you, it's worth the change. This is how you grow from a seedling to a thriving tree. And remember, the only thing that doesn't change is change itself. I hope you have a good one.
Oh shit. Well, these are all bars. Oh dang, it's from the. Oh, bro, I was in the mental hospital. I was still writing bars. Bro, damn, bro, I wasn't gonna let nothing stop me. Bro, you tripping. Still writing bars at the mental hospital. Still writing bars. No samples. Oh. Write it random somewhere. I have my phone. It's the phone case. And I fixed my phone.
Hello. Old perspectives. Wouldn't have said it to them then. I've learned that constantly changing and holding on too tightly only creates pain when things inevitably. A heck lot of hard work, but I promise you, it's worth the change. This is how you.
So I started over, but I still have. 18 hours. Amazing. Look at the gradient. Look at the gradients. It goes from black to just brown. That's cold. Oh, they have the date on here. I can cross it out. Sure fresh. Circle a date. October. Season 4. But you didn't make it, so you can't tell me. You didn't make it. Not you, we got this. The hair routine, the hair journey. I'll definitely when I do face reveal, definitely explain that. But this J guy, I don't know this. Turn the. God is sending you a message. Listen.
I wanna remind.
A video. There's a video. Oh yeah, I'm still streaming. Oh, what's up?
Are y'all on today's live? Y'all on today's live? Are y'all on today's live? I'm gonna be working out with my little brother. I'm finna train him. We finna go beyond failure like we always do in every single video. I said I'll give y'all some new content. Here we go. What we finna meet that 345 pound well body. Yeah, this is gonna be my last set of dips, and then we're gonna head. Don't go fast. Don't go fast. Don't go too fast. Don't let that feet touch the floor. Let's go, come on. Push. Use momentum. See there? Don't rack it. Stop. That was absolutely insane. We just
I wish I would have knew to like work out a little. Well, I was playing sports. I was playing sports, but like to like at least use some curl. I did do dumbbell curls and sit-ups. Clearly, as you can see, I did a lot of sit-ups. But like, I wish I would have did something like more. Oh yeah, I gotta do 500 a day. Dorian, bro. You know.
Man, once again, man, I'm dead serious, man. Look, man, go ahead.
You ain't doing it. We're finna call it right now.
So today we here with.
see.
Talk trash. I was not talking trash about. All fights. 1 second. One second from all fights. No one cares. Yes, they do. How to 3 methods to retwist or retighten your locks.
Hello everyone and Happy New Year. I wanted to start off the year with some tutorials. I typically recommend this for smaller locks.
No samples.
I basically did
no samples.
On you with this clockwise direction. It's smooth. Keep smooth.
Who's that? Who's that? The Asian? Shut up. A day in the life of unemployed 20-year-old.
Excuse me, sir, would you like to earn income?
GTA barber. God damn, your hairline push. The hairline got pushed back, man. Just a lot new growth. So, dedicated. Yo, having a forehead actually fits certain people. Certain people, not everybody. No samples. I am going to say something about them, Melad. Definitely going to. Don't worry, they great. Don't worry, they great. Making Dragon Ball Z. Stop caring. Yo, never. Yo, stream before we start getting. Is that Croc? Is that Cracker? No. Take whatever you get it.
Lie down on your mouthpiece. Lie down on your mouthpiece. Close your mouth. Both of your bodies are open all day long and you guys are doing nothing to the body.
No, finish your faded and then I'm finished. Sorry. You take whatever.
Let's go. Put it together, man.
Self-taught. Who's who? Who's who?
Get out of the row.
Who's the pro? Who's the sub? Who's subs? No, I'm not going to shut the fuck up. It is my team. I come up with it. Go out. Damn new one in red gloves. Oh, I am the one in the red gloves. One in red is Zelda.
Body, look, body, that's it, right behind that elbow. Right behind that elbow, come on. Right behind that elbow. You gotta know what to do, work on that jab. I don't see any jab, I don't see any jab. Jab, that's it. There you go, come back with the hook. Up and over.
Uppers.
15 seconds, guys. 15 seconds. Come on, Leonard, let's go. 10 seconds, Leonard. Let's go, Leonard. 10 seconds. Get him hard, Leonard. Get him hard, Leonard.
Nice sparring. Really nice sparring.
Oi.
Spinning back. Damn. Why is he kicking him like that? That shit funny.
Would a boxer always win in a street fight against a normal person?
If the boxer lands the first punch, yes, the fight will be over just like that. Because you don't even have to hit someone hard, just hit them correctly and the lights is out. But if there's multiple people at once that's jumping onto a boxer, then maybe they haven't got that advantage. But out of all the martial arts out there, I would say boxing for street fighting is the best one.
Take whatever, get it. Nope. If you take whatever, get it. Fake tough guy. Nope.
Watch how I move in this bitch. Keep the tulip on my hips. Case broke boy need a fix. Yeah, my slide got a grist. She gon' suck me, kiss a tip. I'll keep that aim on. Watch how that tulip gon' hit. Watch how that tulip gon' hit. What's up? What's good? Radio hood. I'm from the ghetto, I'm the one that could. I made it out the trenches, out the woods. I was trapped with my body to plug. Get it on the low and flip it like I might pull up and scrape the beat like Let my AK speak and talking that tough.
What's up, what's up? I got your bitch in the cup. Rolling up grams in the blunt. She like how I stunt. I'm just really tryna fuck. I don't really give a fuck. Got the tool to keep it tucked. Talking sweet, I'm pulling up. Make that motherfucker bust. Got the tool to keep it tucked. Talking sweet, I'm pulling up. Make that motherfucker bust.
What's up? I had a long day and I really wanna fuck. What's up? I had a long day and I really wanna fuck. Watch how I move in this bitch. Keep the tulip on my hips. Case a broke boy need a fix. Yeah, my slide got a grist. She gon' suck me, kiss a tip. I'll keep that aim on. Watch how that tulip gon' hit. Watch how that tulip gon' hit. Watch how I move in this bitch. Keep the tulip on my hips.
Choose your character. Dr. Mario. Versus Roy. Ready? Go!
Take Toria! Toria! Take! Yeah! Ready? Go! Choose your character. Versus Jigglypuff. Ready? Go! Choose your character. Luigi versus Falco. Ready? Go!
feels this. I wanted to point out that everybody feels this way sometimes. Everybody. It's happened to me so many times. It happens to everyone. And I think a lot of it lies in the fact that humans are social creatures by nature. And if we aren't fulfilled socially, then we're going to be really unhappy. And unhappiness manifests itself in many different ways. You could be depressed, you could be angry, you could just be completely reserved and sad, and in effect, you draw yourself away from other people, and that makes the problem worse. So you perpetuate this lifestyle of, I don't trust people, and people don't like me, and people are probably never going to like me, so I will never like people, and I'm okay by myself. But the fact is that you're so unhappy because you're alone. And when you realize that you're lonely, you don't really remember how to fix it because you've spent so much time avoiding people. So when the time comes when you're just completely sick of being so sad that you just want to fix everything and you want to do whatever it takes to make sure that you'll never have to be this sad again, that's when you have to realize that it really doesn't matter very much what people think of you. And the fact is that everyone cares what people think about them. That's also human nature. It'd be crazy if you didn't. I mean, I could walk around naked outside, but I do care about being known as the town streaker, so I don't do it. But you should do whatever makes you happy, within reason. And if that means that you're lonely and you want friends, then you have to go places. You have to get back in touch with those people you haven't talked to. You have to tell them that you want to hang out, or ask them to tell you about any parties that are happening, and you have to turn yourself from such a reserved creature into a social butterfly. And that is the hardest struggle. But once you get to do it, you realize how much it's worth it meeting new people. Meeting new people is a huge thing in becoming happy. Because if you're currently not so out about social events, or negative people say about it,
Yeah, man. You good, baby? We beat you up every day. You good, baby? Let's go. Let's go, baby. You good, baby? You good, baby? These shits ain't, joints ain't nothing, baby. Let's go. Keep your guard up, baby. Keep your guard up. Relax. We got the whole fight, baby. Let's go. We got the whole fight. Need to keep working the jab. 30 seconds. Hey, now, let's rip the body. Let's rip the body. He's out. Yeah, upper, man. Yeah. Nice, fellas. Hands up. Yes, sir. That's it. Gotta step in forward with that. There it is. 10 seconds. Stop it, my time. Everybody, let's go. Round 2. You know what to do.
I hurt each other on the internet is stupid. I want no parts, but you gonna stop lying on me. I'm putting my foot down, young man.
And you know what's crazy? Vote use writers for Let's Start.
All right, you guys woke up. In the blue. You guys welcome back to the you guys pretty
hurt each other on the internet is stupid. I want no parts, but you gonna stop lying on me. I'm putting my foot down, young man.
And you know what's crazy? Boat used writers for Let's Start Here album. He had a whole team of writers.
Everybody.
Like, what are you doing, bro? You can't. My bad. Ugly.
It's been about 3 weeks since I made a video about Caribou and that whole Yachty situation. And if you know what's going on, then good. And if you don't know what's going on, I guarantee you go watch my past few videos I done made about the whole situation. You're gonna understand, okay? But more of the story, we already know that Caribou has been kicked from the Concrete Boy. That's why you don't see them together. You've been seeing tons of controversy online. Every time Caribou been speaking out, it's almost like she's dissing somebody, she's trying to call somebody out. Yeah, she's talking about Yachty. And with the last video I made about her, I remember she revealed that she was going through a lot. There's a bigger reason to why she couldn't drop and stuff like that. And she also said that she got caught up with some very, very bad people. And she was also trying to expose the industry, but a lot of people didn't want to hear that. You know what I'm saying? Because why would you say something so late? Because all the stuff she was saying wasn't bad at all. We didn't heard that tons of different times. But with the situation that she in right now, nobody's going to believe you. Nobody's really going to care because it's already too late. You didn't already blow up and stuff like that. Nobody cares. And after I made that video, things cooled down for just a little bit, but it started to pick right back up. Caribou has been hopping on podcasts, but she's also been dropping music. I seen that she dropped a music video on her YouTube channel called SBM. And you know, in my opinion, I really did enjoy the track. It was really good. I can see that she was still somewhat carrying that same aesthetic that she had with Concrete. I think it's a good thing you don't really notice a change. But I want to talk about how she's been getting on these podcasts lately, because I've been seeing a few clips here and there of her talking, and it's been about 2 or 3 months, so you wouldn't think that she would spark this conversation over and over again. But she's bringing up Yachty again, okay? And recently, she didn't just hop on anybody podcast. She hopped on DDG podcast. So there was tons of people that was going to see this.
I wrote something, put it in, and it wasn't, I didn't like it. And so I'm on the bus like every night, every chance I get, I'm rewriting the verse. They wasn't f***ing with it or whatever. And I didn't really like it that much either, I'm not gonna lie. It was basically like, they wanted to do On the Radar for like press run type shit. They wanted that to be a part of it or whatever, because we were about to put out the tape or whatever. So I didn't want to do it because I didn't have my shit together, like I didn't like my verse. And it was the night before, and I'm like, I'm not doing it. And then the day of came. No, the night before I said I'm not doing it. And then bro literally like did a little voice message and sent it to me on the bus. And I'm like, this sound good. What people don't know is like he based it off of my flow, off of my life, my lyric, like the shit I rap about, the shit I went through. Like that's what a writer does.
Yeah.
They take you. I'm thinking like I didn't really care because I try to write my shit, whatever. I write all my other shit. Like it just don't matter. It's a cipher with 5 other people. Like I didn't think I would be the one to carry it or whatever.
Yeah.
So at the time, so I'm just like whatever, like do it for a little person, whatever. But the morning of, I actually texted them and I was like, I don't want to do it. And then like Calvin, boy on the radar, he was like, no, please do it. I think it'll be really good. So I went. Mitch and Wes put the beat switches on there. They didn't like the beat switches, so they took it off. But when we got there, I was like, y'all, this loop is boring. Like people aren't gonna pay attention. Like I'm keeping my stuff on. I think Bolt only kept his. It's just like it's not even a song. It was a content. It was a video. Like it was not even on DSPs for months. But it is what it is. Like people don't even know. Like people don't even know the people who use writers, and they use them consistently all the time. Like I used bro because he kept making me. I would have a verse. He would be like, he didn't like it. He would write it or something. Like it'll be features and shit. Like he's not really doing too much. Like other than that. So and that shit over anyway. I'm on some whole other shit. So, and I'm by myself how I started. And you know what's crazy? Boat used writers for Let's Start Here album. He had a whole team of writers.
Everybody.
Like, what are you doing, bro? You can't. My bad. Ugly. Keep that down there.
Everybody use writers, man. It's all good, bro.
Like it's your job, damn near. Like since Bo, first of all, I didn't want to use them. We used to argue all the time. I didn't want to use them. Like I didn't like talking about this and dumbass shit. Like I don't even talk like that. So just like I'm straight on that. But we started to clash about it because he got an ego. But now I'm not gonna use no writers because like I haven't even dropped the tape yet. I need people to know. Like I just at least need to put my own tape, body of work out with just me. You feel me? Like so people can know. Like I'm not playing with y'all dumbass. Like it been me the whole time. Like it's my shit. You feel me? And then after that, like if it become like a, you know, when you years in this shit, just to make it easier, maybe I'll use a writer, but right now, I don't see myself doing that because I don't think I need it. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I think my whole swag is me being me on the song. Like, people don't really talk about what I talk about, or I don't know, like, I just feel like the only thing that works is talking about what I talk about, my flow. That's what's working for me on the streams. Like, that's what's working, like, on science paper. You did.
So basically, she explained that she wrote the freestyle for On the Radar. She also said that she didn't like the fact that Yachty was coming for her for having writers, but Yachty had tons of different writers for his album too. Now I do think it's a little different though, because Yachty did it with an album that we don't usually hear from him. It was way different, a whole different genre, so I don't really know. But I'm kind of getting tired of this whole writer thing, because it's tons of different rappers that we listen to that got writers, okay? I'm gonna be real. The more of the story, Caribou said that Yachty has an ego, and she was about to explain more, but she didn't want to get too rude. That's why she said looking at. But you know, after Caribou did that podcast, there was tons of different blogs that kept posting clips of Caribou talking about Yachty, and she was talking about the fact that she didn't have writers. So yeah, it didn't take time for Yachty to reply to Academic on one of his blog posts about Caribou speaking about Yachty. Yachty said this, he said, "No one has ever wrote for me, ever, just for the record." And you know, there's tons of people that still didn't believe Caribou. So eventually it got to a point where she started exposing screenshots of Yachty having a writer, and she took it to her story, and you see it say written by Jacob Portrait, and as you can see, there's a Yachty song on there that's listed. If you go to the next screenshot, she showed another songwriter. Then the next screenshot, she sent Yachty a song, and it's called Running Late, where she already dropped, and Yachty just responded with, "Wow, amazing, no hard feelings, but you not finna keep lying on me." The next screenshot, she said, "Trying to hurt each other on the internet is stupid. I want no parts, but you gonna stop lying on me. I'm putting my foot down, young man." And then she showed a screenshot of her, I guess, talking to Yachty yesterday, and he had messaged her and said, "Hey, I love you." She replied, "I love you too." He said, "Have a good day," and she said, "Thank you too." So I'm guessing this is like her saying that she rekindled with him. I really don't know what's going on. It looked like a toxic relationship to me, and it's just like a going back and forth thing, because Yachty replied and said he don't. So I really don't know what they trying to get out of this. This ain't finna go nowhere at all, and I think Caribou should start doing what she said. Focus on yourself, do your own thing. You got your own fan base and all that, you know, you're back on track with dropping music. Let's just leave that Yachty situation alone. Do your own thing. Yachty can do the same thing. Yachty didn't even have to reply to that, but I get why he did it, you know what I'm saying? But is it really worth it to keep talking about this whole situation when it's already been done? We know what happened now. But instead of me diving deep into the situation, I'm gonna go ahead and pass it to Ant. All right, y'all.
So after Caribou's career has plummeted because of this Yachty beef and him exposing her for being not only a horrible person, but a fake rapper, and he writes all of her stuff, things have been quiet for her. She did embarrass herself after it all initially happened, just by lying and trying to manipulate the audience to be on her side, or she's being real, but we'll get into that. Months later, looking at everything that happened, it seemed like this was gonna be the end of her story. But that was until DDG gave her a platform. And you already know what she did with this opportunity. She pleaded her case. She threw a few more little shots at the person who's responsible for her career. First, she would basically come out by saying that everybody has writers. The industry forces writers onto you, which a label will recommend writers to you, and they'll try to put people around you. At the end of the day, you are in control. If you don't want these writers around you, they could bring them to the studio, they could sit there and you won't talk to them. To say everybody has writers, now I already know, I can't believe everything you say now because what you just said. But I don't even have to tell you how I feel, because Yachty will come out and tell you how he feels. He said, "Nobody has ever wrote for me," just for the record. Now this is reaffirming the theories that she really is lying, and she's hurt by this. It's clearly taking a toll on her, and she's just saying anything to save her image. And that makes even more sense because secondly, she would describe the entire situation about the Rap Radar freestyle completely different and almost paint it an entire different way than Yachty explained it himself. She said she set it all up. They originally just wanted her for the Rap Radar because she had already went. They wanted to do her again. She said, "Nah, I want Concrete." Then would say that she writes all her stuff, and she actually did write something, but they were really saying it wasn't that good with the beat. So Yachty would write something and, you know, base it around her life, her type of flows. And even though Yachty wrote it, she's saying this shouldn't discredit everything about my career. Now the comments were quick to say she's lying. She looks like she's lying. And it's kind of true, she did kind of look like she was lying. But am I gonna sit here and deny everything? No. Like I told y'all in my video months ago about this topic, we don't know the exact insides, because at the end of the day, both these people are gonna do what looks best for their image. It's that simple. And it's easier to believe Yachty, and it's easier to not like Caribou. So it's sad this beef even went public, because it's got to a
My name is Adrian the Barber. I've been doing the Man Weaves for about 3 years now, and I've been cutting hair for a total of 10 years. So the first step that we're gonna do all the time is we're gonna draw his hairline This is the most important part because once you put the glue and the hair down, you really can't move it. I'm just gonna go and I'm gonna cut his hair down. We're gonna give ourselves a clean foundation. We're gonna clean the scalp with alcohol. So that way when we go and we lay the glue down, it's going down on a perfect surface where it's really
Captain Falcon. Ready? Go!
Show me your moves. Falcon punch! Falcon punch! Show me your moves. Falcon punch! Falcon punch! Falcon punch! Falcon punch! Falcon punch! Falcon punch! Falcon punch!
hurt each other on the internet is stupid.
What it is, like, people don't even know the people who use writers, and they use them consistently all the time. Like, I used bro because he kept making me, I would have a verse, he would be like, he didn't like it, he would write it or something. Like, it would be features and shit. Like, he's not really doing too much, like, other than that. So, and that's over with anyways. I'm on some whole other shit, so, and I'm by myself, how I started. And you know what's crazy? Boat used writers for Let's Start Here album. He had a whole team of writers.
Everybody.
Like, what are you doing, bro? He can't, my bad. Ugly. Keep that, dumbass.
Everybody use writers, man. It's all good, bro.
Like, it's your job, damn near. Like,
Yeah.
since Bo, first of all, I didn't want to use them. We used to argue all the time. I didn't want to use them. Like, I didn't like talking about pussy this and dumbass shit. Like, I don't even talk like that. So just like, I'm straight on that. But we used to clash about it because he got an ego. But now I'm not going to use no writers because I haven't even dropped a tape yet. I need people to know, like, I just at least need to put my own tape, body of workout with just me. You feel me? Like, so people can know, like, I'm not playing with y'all dumbass. Like, it been me the whole time. Like, it's my shit. Feel me? And then after that, like, if it become like a, you know, when you years in this shit, just to make it easier, maybe I'll use a writer, but right now, I don't see myself doing that because I don't think I need it. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I think my whole swag and me being me on the song, like, people don't really talk about what I talk about, or I don't know, like, I just feel like the only thing that works is talking about what I talk about, my flow. That's what's working for me on the streams. Like, that's what's working, like, on science paper. You dig?
So basically, she explained that she wrote the freestyle for On the Radar. She also said that she didn't like the fact that Yachty was coming for her for having writers, but Yachty had tons of different writers for his album too. Now, I do think it's a little different though, because Yachty did it with an album that we don't usually hear from him. It was way different, a whole different genre, so I don't really know. But I'm kind of getting tired of this whole writer thing because it's tons of different rappers that we listen to that got writers, okay? I'm gonna be real. But more of the story, Caribou said that Yachty has an ego, and she was about to explain more, but she didn't want to get too rude. That's why she said, looking at. But you know, after Caribou did that podcast, there was tons of different blogs that kept posting clips of Caribou talking about Yachty, and she was talking about the fact that she didn't have writers. So yeah, it didn't take time for Yachty to reply to Academic on one of his blog posts about Caribou speaking about Yachty. Yachty said this, he said, "No one has ever wrote for me, ever, just for the record." And you know, there's tons of people that still didn't believe Caribou. So eventually it got to a point where she started exposing screenshots of Yachty having a writer, and she took it to her story, and you see it say written by Jacob Portrait, and as you can see, there's a Yachty song on there that's listed. If you go to the next screenshot, she showed another songwriter. Then the next screenshot, she sent Yachty a song, and it's called Running Late, which she already dropped, and Yachty just responded with, "Wow, amazing, no hard feelings, but you're not finna keep lying on me." The next screenshot, she said, "Trying to hurt each other on the internet is stupid. I want no parts, but you gonna stop lying on me. I'm putting my foot down, young man." And then she showed a screenshot of her, I guess, talking to Yachty yesterday, and he had messaged her and said, "Hey, I love you." She replied, "I love you too." He said, "Have a good day," and she said, "Thank you too." So I'm guessing this is like her saying that she rekindled with him. I really don't know what's going on. It looked like a toxic relationship to me, and it's just like a going back and forth thing because Yachty replied and said he don't. So I really don't know what they trying to get out of this. This ain't finna go nowhere at all, and I think Caribou should start doing what she said. Focus on yourself, do your own thing. You got your own fan base and all that, you know, you're back on track with dropping music. Let's just leave that Yachty situation alone. Do your own thing. Yachty can do the same thing. Yachty didn't even have to reply to that, but I get why he did it, you know what I'm saying? But is it really worth it to keep talking about this whole situation when it's already been done? We know what happened now. But instead of me diving deep into the situation, I'm gonna go ahead and pass it to Ant. All right, y'all.
So after Caribou's career has plummeted because
Later, I ran across a pull-up variation that also utilized the same position, known as the Duranda pull-up, named after the Silver-era bodybuilder who first popularized it, Vince Duranda. Duranda almost exclusively used this pull-up with his own training and that of the championship bodybuilders he coached, as he felt it was the most complete single
They're totally just gonna scroll through YouTube until my controller's charged. Hello. My keyboard broke. Not gonna stretch my arm all the way out here. Dragon Ball Daima looks nice. A bunch of freaking kids beating up a bunch of. Gonna be fun to see.
No more excuses. No more excuses. Ever since I exited the penitentiary, I've...
Dragon Ball Daima Episode 2 came into this scene on Dragon Ball Z Battle of the Gods, which had some super nice character animation. I'm sure she's happy to be working with these designs now, but I never thought she'd be back again. Anyways, little backstory, her career begins in the early 2000s, starting out at Studio Graffiti. This work would be on One Piece and Naruto Shippuden, where the character exceptional at character animation. That Bardock special, I feel like half the fandom has forgotten about, and worked occasionally on Super, once every 100 episodes. Now, loose and organic is a simple but good specifically in that GT animation breakdown last year, that I love it when there's lengthy continuous cuts in Dragon Ball action, and that the series' common approach to action is to kind of segment a lot of stuff, like a character with lengthy continuous, and that's very fitting here. And this style of action is my absolute favorite part of the opening. Even though it's short, it's something I wish Dragon Ball did more, and I really hope to see in Daima's future fights. I talked about this specifically, did more, and I really hope to see in
Piccolo is gonna be fine too.
Daima's future fights. I talked about this specifically in that GT animation breakdown last year. That
There's something about them fighting as kids that just makes
lengthy
it dope.
continuous cuts in Dragon Ball action, and that the series' common approach to action is to kind of segment a lot of stuff, like a character will fly towards the opponent, then cut back to character's reaction, then back to a reaction shot, then back to the other character, and that's a fine approach, there's a lot of positives. But with characters that can fly, chuck key attacks, fire mouth lasers, there's a lot of creative potential. It's why it's at that, full somewhat looking from the perspective of one of the Guardians now, then when the other one
my arms are right here.
Launches up, that transitions into this part with another one coming in. But also energy, a lot of cool impact from memory. It actually reminds me a lot of Toshiyuki Sato's style in the shape design. Very different. There's also this burst of... He does a great job visually in the shape design.
There's a what? I didn't do nothing to him.
Very different. There's also a jagged pattern. And I shout out to the background.
What does cutting my arm and my legs have to do with the fact that there's a goddamn demon?
Side. This one, leg off to the side. Kicking the ground.
Let's do it a lot. Like what? 90% off. Don't miss out. What's that? Steam? Halloween sale. Black Desert. Holy shit.
A part of me died when I was 8. 2D anime girls? Ass game is this? Because I don't speak any Mandarin. 2 months place for.
Need any turn?
We did it.
Andy, what you felt. That was the ethereals, right?
Think what I'm making it.
Hey, officers! I thought that was gonna take my nose off. Are those scissors? Who's there?
Wow.
You are all very skilled. It's no wonder you're able to walk around the building unhindered. But please,
it's no wonder you're able to walk around.
Stop there.
Hindered. What game is this? I'm gonna play it. Anime booty cheeks. Anime booty cheeks. Anime boobies. Anime boobies. Boobies, booty cheeks. Boobies, booty cheeks. Boobies or booty cheeks. Boobies or booty cheeks. A man of culture says both. But 100% of the time it's not real. It's not really a possibility. It is possible, but it's not a possibility, really. But it's possible. Anime girl.
I have a mental illness, and it's called to play 3. That one Lumine short. Being so to play 3D second dimensional.
Supernova. I wanna fucking see what this. It's an anime shooting game for women. No, not for women. With women. With anime women. That's not Valorant. Did she just turn into a piece of fucking paper? She turned into a piece of paper.
Fuck is low. Oh no! What happened? I'm blind.
I got aimed.
You fell down. No, you're fine. Oh, I think I fucked up.
Oh,
side low speed, low speed.
I was wondering when the fuck he was gonna hip fire. He was over here.
Nice. Oh, fuck. Nice. Wait, I got a kill.
Sniping suit, crazy.
Another one. Ooh, I got 3 headshots with sniper, bro.
I'm gonna play this motherfucker. You can play with controller. You got controller support. You don't need it, cause my ass can play PC. Grandfather.
Everyone, this is a video explaining how to play controller on Stronova/Calabiu since people keep asking. Everyone, this is a video explaining how to play controller on Stronova/Calabiu since people keep asking. I keep getting DMs about it, so I'm gonna go through it in this video. For both the Stronova current beta that ends on the 30th of June and for the CN version Calabiu. So Just first of all, if anyone is playing the beta for STREAAM, the first thing you need to do is go download a program called Reswad. I will link the website down in the description where you can download it. Unfortunately, you cannot use the Steam controller configuration for the playtest. I've tried it, it doesn't work. If anyone's able to make it work, please let me know. I've not been able to get it to work whatsoever. So unfortunately, for anyone that is hoping to get an easy way of doing this, you can't. But once you download Reswad, there is a point in the video where I do explain how exactly you can do it for the test. But as of right now, this is specifically for the CN version and how to get this working. So for any of the beta testers, skip forward to the video to where I explain how to do Reswad. That's going to be at the very end of the video. As of right now, I'm going to be doing the CN client first. So for anyone playing the CN client that wants to play on controller, what you're going to need to do is going to go on Add Game, add an on Steam game, browse this PC, local disk, program files, CalibEU, and CalibEU game. You're then going to choose this file. It's going to automatically put it in here, and it's going to tick it, and you're going to click Add Selected Program. Once it pops up in your list, or if you don't see it, you can just search it. You're going to want to just favorite it, do whatever you need to do, and you're done. Then once you click play, it's going to skip the normal launcher that you'd use to log in with, and it's actually just going to open the game immediately. You're then going to get the option to log in through QQ or WeChat, use whichever one, and you can just log in as normal. Okay, so once you're in game, and this is specifically for the CN client, not the STREAAM beta, and also this method will also work for the global release, I believe, if they're still not in support. As you can see, everything's working fine. This is my control layout. It's working all good. Now, when you load in, none of it's going to work. Only the two analog sticks are going to work, and the right analog stick's going to move very slowly, probably around this type of speed, and the left joystick will work. So the first thing you're going to want to do is just immediately press Shift Tab. Now, yours is not going to look like this. It's most likely going to look something like one of these. It's probably just going to say Gamepad and have nothing else there. Now, what you can try and do, if you want to make this easier, once again, it's kind of luck, is you're going to want to go into the communities and click Show Layouts, or you can go in Search and just search for either this config or another one. I have another Steam profile that I also posted the same config on. It may not show. If they do show, great. You can use them, you can click Apply, and you're basically done. You can just skip forward ahead to where I show the in-game keybinds. If it doesn't show, you're going to have to do the long process of manually going through and binding all of these keys. So once you're here, let's say you're just on a normal gamepad, all you got to do is copy exactly everything I have here. Okay, so hopefully when you get here, okay, there we go. You can click on this, you'll get all of these. All you got to do is, if you see key bindings on whatever how I've bound, obviously it's keyboard, mouse one is mouse, gamepad is gamepad. All of these ones are completely fine, you can ignore. So you're just going to want to copy all of these exactly the way I have it. Put triangle, you can change to whatever you want. It doesn't have to be J. I don't use J on my keyboard, which is why I have that selected. If J is in use and you need something,
I feel asleep.
other bound, you can choose whatever you want. It's completely fine.
I feel asleep.
Everything else, I'd recommend keeping the exact same. This is the D-pad options. Once again, just copy all of it. Triggers, copy all of it. Joysticks, and trackpad. If you don't have a trackpad, you're going to need to find something else to bind. I'd personally look through, try and find something that you don't necessarily need. Maybe caps lock to open the mini-map, or the ping button. Maybe even the buy menu if you want to, press the keyboard to do it. But yeah, so if you don't have a touchpad or the extra buttons, unfortunately, you're going to have to find a workaround. Now, the important part is when you get to the joysticks. As you can see here, the left joystick just says joystick. It's emulating a normal controller and you can leave that alone. But the right joystick is doing a mouse. Now, the reason I have done this, and the reason why you have to do this, is because if I change it to a normal joystick, you'll realize that it doesn't really work. The reason why, it's working now for some odd reason. I guess it's not saving. The problem with running a normal joystick is that it's capped, and although it's working for me for some very strange reason, I'm not sure why. If you test it yourself, you will see what I'm talking about, where you will not be able to move the mouse at all. Your joystick will just be super slow, and you can't aim with it. If you're able to figure out a workaround, I'd suggest, you know, using that, because the problem with emulating a mouse on the joystick, which is a joystick mouse, it's really hard to make precise movements. But anyways, you're going to go joystick mouse, and you're just going to copy all of this. Now, if you want to change your response curve, feel free to. This is all personal preference. The same with dead zones and the same with mouse sensitivity. This is just what I personally use. But these are the binds you're going to need. So once you've had that, you're pretty much done. You're good to go. You can go, you know, save your layout by going to this thing and click export layout, share it with the community, do whatever you want to do. And that will save, and it'll be there permanently. Now, once you go on game, most of the binds should work. Maybe you'll press triangle and realize it's not working. The reason why is because you need to now go in these settings, and you need to reconfigure all of this. So I just recommend copying exactly what I have, because this is what I use on my controller. So just copy my binds exactly how they are. This is going to be your battle one, and you're going to go in here. This is shift aim, you want it on hold. This is right click. You're going to want right click on toggle, not hold, because if you have it on hold when you're trying to aim with a right analog stick and you're holding it down, it's going to screw you over. So have it on toggle. Now, your grenades, 1, 2, 3, 4. Ignore this. This is just my mouse 4 and 5 for if I play keyboard or mouse. But 1, 2, 3, 4. And you're going to want J on this top one. You're going to want to make sure that J is on the top one. If you have 2 binds here, you can just use J to just get rid of both of them, or whatever your preferred button is. You need to make sure it's on the top one, and you need to make sure this is flicked to the right. Having it on the left means it will cycle through your weapons and tacticals. Having it on the right means weapons only. You want this on the top one. The reason you want it on the top is so when you're using your nades and you press triangle, it will always equip your primary and not your secondary. If you have it on the bottom option, as for previous weapon cycle, it means it will always equip your secondary weapon instead of your primary. Other than that, if there's any binds you want to copy, it's all here. This is middle mouse button. And everything is here. But you basically have everything that you need. And for my sensitivity, this is exactly what I use sense-wise. This is my personal preference. Feel free to change all of this around. I'd heavily recommend also changing these options. This is your aiming states. It's very important. And to also keep your vertical at around 0.40. I have that a bit lower than usual. Yep, that's what I usually use. Sometimes I play at around 0.20 if I'm playing shotgun with VMRs. Once again, it's complete personal preference on what you like most. Higher sense is obviously going to be a bit harder to track with. It's going to be a bit more difficult, but once again, it's all personal preference. So feel free to play around with this as much as you need. And feel free to change anything you need, but I hope you guys enjoy the controller. I hope you guys have fun. Okay, so for the STREAAM beta test, this is only specifically for the beta, and huge disclaimer. If you're watching this when the full game is out or whatever, please ignore this part, because this part will most likely trigger an anti-cheat in the global release in October, or any other version you're playing of STREAAM. This side is probably blacklisted. As of right now, the beta has 0 anti-cheat, so this method of using a controller is completely fine, but as of right now, this is the only method. You cannot use the Steam overlay on the STREAAM beta for some reason. I've tried to use this and configure this. It does not work for some reason. I've even tried to launch the game through its exe file and completely bypass the client, then you can't log in, and it just doesn't work. If anyone gets this to work, please let me know. I tried for ages, I couldn't get it to work, so this is the only method. Now, what the software you're gonna need is a software called WASD. You can just go on Google, you can download that, and you'll get that information from there. It's very easy to download. You don't need to buy anything. There are upgrades to this, but you won't need any of this. Once you've downloaded that, Plug in your controller, you'll see down here, you'll get all your input options, your keyboard, your mice, your controllers, everything will be down here. All you want to do is click on your controller, you click on each part of the controller, you click on this drop down, and you'll get all these options. Now, if you want to navigate easier, you can turn these off, which will only show keyboard bindings. If I only put mouse off and turn keyboard off, you'll only get mouse options. So all you need to do now is just basically copy exactly everything I have here. If you want to change this around, this is completely fine. I'll go more in depth of what you also need to change in-game. But this is currently what I use. Now, if you don't have a PS5 controller, and you're not able to bind mouse key 3 and 4, you can simply use your start buttons on the controller, the middle button, whatever you have. If you've got paddles, you can use paddles. Honestly, you can get rid of, stuff like D-pound down for tab. You don't necessarily need to see the scoreboard. This is also for the mini-map, and this is for me to ping. So if you can, you will have to change some things if you don't have the extra buttons on your controller. Some keys are not necessary, some keys are, but this is everything you need to copy. Now, for the joystick, you're going to have to basically emulate a mouse because there is no controller support for this game. You can plug a controller in, go into game, and it will work. You can move with your left analog stick and you can look around with your right analog stick, but it will be super, super slow with the right analog stick and you won't be able to aim. It will basically be impossible and there's no way of configuring it and there's no buttons bound, so you can't use any other buttons than just the analog sticks, which is why this is the only method specifically for the STREAAM beta, not the CN version. The CN version, you can actually go through Steam and use the Steam overlay, but copy this exactly. Joystick wise, you just want to go around the analog stick. For clicking in the joystick, you do want it on right mouse button, just to ADS. But you just want up, down, left, right on it. And this is the sensitivity I use. It is on a slider. The advanced is here, exactly, if anybody wants that. But you can just copy my slider. It's a lot easier. Or play around with it yourself, exactly how you want it. And, just how you want it. Now, once you're in game, as you can see, all of it's working. I can swap weapons, get my grenades, I can go paper mode, I can shoot. I can move my ADS. I have my ult, I have my abilities, everything's here. I can interact too with everything. I've got my buy menu on circle, jump, it's all here. So, what you're going to need to change in-game, now, if you're on the CN version, it's also the exact same. The binds are no different, although I'm still going to show the CN version in the video as well. But these are all my binds. Mainly you want to go in battle because it's where it is. I heavily recommend that everybody use toggle on aim because the last thing you want to do is be holding down the right analog stick trying to aim. It's gonna, you're moving with the analog stick and you're also holding it down. It's gonna fuck your aim up. So just have it on hold so you can press it one time and problem solve. Everything else is the same, just 1, 2, 3, 4 and everything. Now, for next weapon and previous weapon, you're gonna have scroll wheel up and scroll wheel down here. All you need to do is just choose any button on your keyboard that is not in use and just bind it on both like that to get rid of both of them. And then make sure whatever button you choose is on the top one as for next weapon and not previous weapon. It needs to be on next weapon. And then for weapon switch, you need to make sure it's weapons only. If you have it on tactical items, you can have it on tactical items, but I wouldn't recommend it. It just means you're going to scroll through everything. And it's going to make it marginally a lot harder to get to your primary when you need it. So I have it on weapons only, and the reason you have it on the top option is because if you get your grenades out, you'll always switch to your primary. If you have it on previous weapons as an option, it means every time you press triangle to swap weapons, it's going to pull your pistol out instead of your primary. So that is all the binds. That is pretty much everything that you need to do and copy. This is, if you just want to see all my binds entirely, this is everything that I use. Now, for sensitivity, this is the sense I currently use. Sometimes I do swap to 20 cents, mainly when I'm playing shotgun. I'll use 20 cents. I find 10 the most consistent to use, but 20s is still very doable. Once again, this is personal preference. Some people might find this too low, some people might find it too high. This is just my personal preference. This is what I found in to play the best. Everyone, is
A little bit of neck. I fell asleep. Tablet, what's that? This feels something good on my throat. I told you. No blackmail. Related. Whoa, that's crazy, man. It's you? See?
This world
I do not
is
have
cooked, and you know it. Now I'm gonna
What
go ahead
should I
and give
do?
you the permission to go down in
See?
the comments.
Exactly.
Get your panties in a wad, get upset, get afraid, tell me I'm fear-mongering, tell me I'm crazy. I want you to get all that negativity out. I'm gonna just go ahead and give you the permission and tell you to do it before you do it anyway. Because that's what y'all do. Y'all see a title, y'all hear something that offends you, it makes you emotional, and then you go straight to the comments. Don't even watch the video, don't even listen to the context. And you don't read or anything, so you don't have the ability to read between the lines. When things are meant for you to read between the lines, you don't. You look at everything so black and white, so literal. But when people tell you something, they are very literal and very direct. You want to read in between the lines. Somebody tell you, oh, I'm thinking about quitting my job. Oh, you must think the equilibrium of the universe has caused you not to work your 9 to 5 in the tranquilities of the synchronicity. Like you just go all the way in with it. You go all the way in with it. But when somebody tell you, man, F everybody, I'ma just go on my own. Oh, F me too? F me too? You talking about me too? I thought we were friends. You don't know how to read between the damn lines? The person feel like they need space from the world. They still care about you. They still care about things. They just need a little bit of time to move around. But the thing is, everybody see in black and white. Now I dropped a video about the world ending, and I appreciate the intelligence that I saw in the comments. The people who were able to understand that I wasn't saying that the earth was crumbling and everybody was dying. The world has ended many times. The earth is still here. The world as we once knew it no longer exists. For the people who haven't been here long enough,
I'm
for the
not
people
cool
who
with
don't
that shit at all.
understand, at least you can understand that the world has changed after COVID. The world is not the same as it was after COVID. The world is not the same as it was back in 2016, 2014, 2010. Everything has changed. People used to go in the grocery store and talk to people. When we was in school, back in the day, when we was young, and I'm only 21. I'm not old at all.
Hell no.
When I was in school,
Get out
when
of
I was
here.
younger, the way we
I'm
found
not a
out that
toxic
school was
person. Get
canceled,
out
we had
of
to
here with
watch the news or wait for a phone call, wait for.
All that shit, man. Ning back.
Cookie Run Tower of Adventures is officially available on both mobile and PC with Google Play Games. Immerse
No,
yourself
fuck, I
in a
didn't.
3D cookie adventure on a larger PC screen with a mouse and
Dolaşını. You been on Roblox? Nope. Give you a chance. This is life, nigga. This is life, and nigga. You're not high school no more. It's life, nigga. Cassidy. I should have told him, explain to him what's going on. He still believes pin miss.
Alright, you guys, welcome back to the channel.
I'm not sending this shit, bro. That's not harsh reality. Doing shit like that is not harsh. A harsh reality. You're telling me to give you a chance. When you don't understand what's going on my end, you're just expecting a chance. You're expecting me to stand down because that's not how life operates. So you have to figure out what you can do. No, I'm not. Filters. Type of channel. I'm doing this on what? Hey,